Um, so this video is going to be about my struggles with my type, I guess. Because, I mean, okay, so for a while, I thought I was INFJ because I took it like when I was a sophomore and I got INFJ, and then I took it a long time ago, probably high school or middle school, because I was into those personality types. And I remember getting INFJ because I remember the description. So for a while I was pretty comfortable with being INFJ. I liked the description, and so I was comfortable without really knowing what the hell it meant. Just taking a test and it giving me whatever. I'm like, okay. Anyway, and then recently I decided to just, what will it hurt? So I took it again, but I got INFP. That, first of all, I think you have to be careful with those tests, because if you're like me, you'll manipulate the answers, like your answers, to what you want. So part of me feels like if I wasn't concrete in knowing myself, I would just give the answer that I thought I wanted. You get me? Anyway, so I got INFP, and then I was like, oh, whatever, it's probably wrong. Because my boyfriend's INFP, so I don't know. Anyway, but then I got curious if it really was that. So I took 4 more tests. All of them being INFP. I mean, okay, so I have to explain. I know I'm an introvert. Like, I know the distinction that I'm definitely an introvert. I've been an introvert all my life since I was a child. I'm also shy, but I know the distinction between shy is a social construction, while introversion you cannot change because you get your energy from being alone. And I've been like that all my life. Yeah. And so, and I kind of felt like the only problemo was with the, like, I know I was like an INF, but I was trying to figure out if I was an F, or a J, or a P, because I did not know the difference. Anyway, so, I was reading all these things, and all of them, as interesting and fascinating they were, did not make sense. I mean, they made sense a little, but some descriptions just made me more confused. So, but I found this cool little thing on Personality Cafe, how Winnie the Pooh helped me understand cognitive functions. This isn't something I made, it's something I read that someone else made. Anyway, I don't know if I'm an INFP, but it made me understand more of the, like, the 4 type steals, the characteristics that you have, or whatever the hell you call them. What do you call them? Anyway, it helped me understand them, and I know that it helped me understand the theory that like each character from Winnie the Pooh was like your psi, or if you're introverted. Okay, I'm like introverted sensing, I believe, and I'm extrovert intuitive. I'm introvert thinking, and I believe I'm introverted feeling. And it really helped me understand this in the sense that like each Winnie the Pooh character is a different type. This makes more sense because how this article or this person described it for FI, or introverted feeling, was like Eeyore. And that makes complete sense in a abstract way, because I've always identified with Eeyore. I know a lot of people do not like him because he's depressing, but I really like him. I was identified with him, so I was like, I'm not saying I'm a introvert feeling just because I identify with Eeyore. I'm saying that I was looking at the explanations first, and then he explaining character. Anyway, so basically I'm an SI, introverted sensing, NE, extrovert intuitive, TI, introvert thinking, FI, introvert feeling. Problem is, I don't know what that is, what that means. Is that NFP or is that INFJ? Not like that's the problem. Because now I think I understand the concept, at least going to understand like the fascinating process of it. Cause now it's like, oh, I don't just go on personality tests and then they give me a type. I'm like, oh, okay, that's my type forever till I'm 85. No. So this helped me understand a little more what the little letters mean together. So I think this would be helpful for you to do if you're kind of confused, because I wasn't sure. I was confused if I was an INFP or an IFJ. Existential crisis. I think I pronounced that wrong. Anyway, this is a really long video. Obviously this is more for me than from you. But basically, I mean, I feel like instead of calling myself INFJ or INFP, I should figure out what these are and if I really identify as. I mean, I know my personality, I know how I react, so I could be like, oh, I'm definitely that, even though I don't know what that is. Is that an F or P or T? But I think this is helpful in the sense that if you don't just go for the types, because I feel like we romanticize the types, like especially INFJ. Everyone like freaks the fuck out. Anyway, yeah, you learn something new every day.